All right, take two. Hello, Thrivers. Hopefully you can see and hear me okay. It looks like my connection is super glitchy, so let me know if you can see and hear me okay. So far, I can't see any of you live. As you know, I always like to make this a dialogue, not a monologue. And so I appreciate knowing that you're out there. I'm not feeling really well, so I'm actually just going to play the recorded version of this training, which will be just really valuable for you as well, and give me a little bit more of a break. I've been crushing it and pushing it so hard lately. It's a good lesson for me to remember that I need to slow down sometimes and take better care of myself. But this is going to be awesome. And again, I thank all of those who gave me such good feedback about what the biggest challenges are when it comes to getting your spouse back in love with you and keeping them in love with you. As I talked about yesterday, oh good, you can see me. Awesome, thanks. As I talked about, was it yesterday? I was feeling better yesterday. We were talking about how it's like, we have a gym membership, and if we think that we can just go work out for 2 weeks and then we're set for life, we're obviously not going to succeed. And that one thing that Mark and I really determined was that those that succeed in their marriages long-term have ongoing support, and they have ongoing education, and they take the time and the energy and the effort to invest in their relationship, knowing that it's the most important thing. And we always know that an ounce of preparation is worth a pound of pain, right? A pound of regret. And so making sure that we keep ourselves sharp, keep our skills sharp, since we're not taught how to communicate. We're not taught how to set healthy boundaries. We're not taught how to make someone fall back in love with me. We're not taught how to get our needs met and how to meet our partner's needs. We're not taught how to find the root issues, right? We can fall into some really common traps, and we definitely want to prevent that. Hello, good. I can see some of you as well. So I'm going to go over here to my screen, and we're going to play this together. And let me take a little bit of a break since I'm not feeling so well, but I definitely wanted to share this with you. I hope it's really valuable for you today. Hopefully it's loading okay.
Hello, my friend. I just want to say working on your marriage is a great decision, and I really honor you for that. I appreciate you for that. And most likely, you're wanting to know several things. First, you want to know what to do to reconnect with your spouse, especially if they're checked out or distance is just increasing between you. Second, you want to feel safe, understood, and important in your marriage. Third, maybe you just simply want to have a happy, healthy marriage long term. Recently, we've discovered something important, and it's that there are 3 main problems that slow down every single person wanting to get their spouse back and reconnect with them. First, they don't know where to start. Second, they don't know how to get their spouse to communicate with them. Third, they don't have time to waste to save their marriage before things get even worse. However, just a couple months ago, I realized that these problems are just the symptoms of a bigger problem. It's harder to see, that's the bad news, but it's easier to fix, that's the good news. And so that's why we created Marriage Mastery, so that you'll have the knowledge, the information, the tools, and the ongoing support to achieve reconciliation, understanding, safety, communication, and even increased intimacy. We've seen time and time again that those that have continual monthly support for their marriages are the ones that have lasting results. Their spouse comes back to them and stays with them, because every month they are learning essential skills and methods necessary to have great communication, healthy boundaries when needed, deep trust and connection, closeness and intimacy, and above all, a healthy, long-term relationship. Because once you have the missing elements in your marriage, you realize 3 things. You don't need your spouse initially on board with you. You don't need that much time or money. And you'll have more control over making you feel safe for you and your spouse. Whereas those that don't have continued monthly support have less chance of making it long term. often they make the mistake of thinking, oh, I can do this on my own. Or we've come so far, we're good now, only to hit a major bump in the road or an obstacle they weren't prepared for and didn't have the support or skills to handle it. So we need ongoing learning and skills to support our marriage. If not, it's like thinking that we can go to the gym for 2 weeks and that's all we need for life. It doesn't work that way, right? We need to continually be strengthening our marriage muscles by learning, growing, and evolving with our spouses so that we can successfully navigate any challenges ahead. So, in a couple days, we are going to be announcing the opening of our Marriage Mastery Program, which is a unique product not available anywhere else. And this will give you the ongoing support and powerful marriage skills needed for lasting happiness and health in your marriage. I want to give you a sneak peek, okay? Here is what some of our members that have gone through this Marriage Mastery Program have experienced with this monthly support program. We've seen a cold and checked out spouse drop the divorce and come back with all the cuddles and the love and the security that they first had in their marriage, and how that love has continued to thrive over the years through ongoing support and learning. We've also seen an overwhelmed husband who just could not understand why his wife wasn't happy or what she really needed. And we've seen him have clarity, ease of mind, knowing exactly what he needed to do to get started. We've seen a wife leave her affair partner after her husband learned these crucial skills and restored trust with her through establishing healthy boundaries. And finally, we've seen a couple that struggled to communicate without tension for years finally understand each other and create a new system of communication that serves them both, so that now they say month after month that they are happier and closer than ever. Can you imagine how your marriage will be when you can say the same? It's going to feel amazing. So, my friend, stay tuned, because in just a few days, we will open doors for this incredible opportunity. And I cannot wait to see you in the program. As if that wasn't enough, we're also throwing in a bonus one-on-one coaching session with one of our international marriage experts to give you a thorough marriage analysis of your relationship and what you need to do, and create an action plan with you on how to hit the ground running fast. So you can get your spouse back, you can get trust back, you can get closeness and connection back, and have these long-term through this program. So I look forward to seeing you there, and we will talk soon.
Right. Let me make sure it doesn't go to my next video. All right, cool. And I'm back. Okay, so I know some of you were saying you watched this video earlier. Yes, I'm showing the video because I'm not feeling really good. So I wanted to let the video do some of the bulk of the talking for me today. And I got some really great questions. All right, so a couple of you were wondering, what is this different, right? Okay, so how is this different from Divorce Cure? How is this different from Path? How is this going to be different from Relationship? Oh my goodness, Relationship Reboot course I already have. And that is a fabulous question. So what our programs are designed to do are to build on one another. And what we noticed, Mark and I, with working with so many couples over all these years, is that there's a bit of a gap in most programs, even our own. And that's okay to be really honest about that. And we were asking, like, where could we give more support? Where is it really needed? And how can we help people have lasting love and lasting, thriving relationships? And what we've seen, the problem with counseling, the problem with programs and courses, even some of our own, like Relationship Reboot, you might have gone through that, or our Life Path course that just concluded this week. Congratulations to everyone who went through that, and those who are currently going through Divorce Cure, is that after that, you're left kind of hanging, like, what's next? You know, where do I go from here? And if you went through counseling and maybe you made some progress with your spouse, is your counselor going to give you ongoing monthly support? It's ongoing monthly trainings where you get the cutting edge, like the newest training from our international marriage expert, Mark Johnston. He listens to your feedback and he creates a customized training just for those that are members of the Marriage Mastery. So it's like a gym membership. In fact, it's like priced the same as like a gym membership, with the goal being that we strengthen our marriage muscles each month and keep them strong. For me, I deeply love my husband. Like, I deeply love my husband, and I'm so passionate. But one thing over the years, being married 12 years, almost 13 years now, is that it's hard to keep the love alive. And we never know what challenges we're going to face. We never know what unexpected adversity is going to come our way, or what life's going to throw at us, or what our relationship's going to throw at us. And so it's really important that we do what we can to be prepared now and to have our marriage muscles strong so that we can be creators of our lives instead of reactors. Okay? Because as we do this, and as we make it an intention in our life, a focus in our life, and we know that this marriage is so important to us, this person is so important to us, and it's so important to us to have that for our children and for our families, so that we take a little bit of time to build that muscle, just like we do to exercise and work out our bodies, or we have our spiritual practice to keep ourselves fueled spiritually. We do certain things financially to make sure those needs are taken care of. This is a way to make sure that our marriage needs are taken care of and to keep those strong. And so it's a continued kind of monthly program that gives you tools and resources and continued support so that you're never left guessing. Can you imagine how, like, just picture that for a little bit. Like, you just had a huge fight with your spouse, or they just dropped something on you, or you just found out that one of your children something, right? And you're like, oh my goodness, what do I do? And you aren't left guessing anymore. You have the tools and the resource and the coaching and the training to guide you through that. And so what we're also doing is something pretty cool. It's insane. When I first told Mark, he was like, what are you thinking? But we're also offering, because this is the launch of our Marriage Mastery program, that we're giving you 3 bonus coaching sessions. I know in the video it said 1, it's actually 3. So it's 2 in the first month, and then 3rd in the next month when you renew your membership. And these, like I said, are where you get to meet with a coach one-on-one and get a deep marriage analysis. So it's a full one-on-one coaching session with one of our powerful coaches. So that is how it is different. I hope I answered your question. All right. Yeah, I'm sold. Awesome. I'm sold. Cool. All right, I definitely need hope. I've learned so much and I keep going even though it's hard, but I'm struggling so much right now. Absolutely. And so that's it. It's that we keep going, we keep learning. And one of the most important things I've learned in my life is that in the hard moments, reach out to those that have already gone through what you've been through so that you can overcome it and you can learn from them. And that's what this group is all about. That's what the Marriage Mastery program is all about. And Mark and I share our experiences and what we've done personally to restore our relationships and keep them thriving throughout the years, not just to survive, but to thrive. That's kind of a tagline, but it's completely true. It's what resonates us. And that's actually why we chose the word thrive, is because it's not just about survival. We get into survival mode and we get into fear mode. But it's moving beyond that and beyond complacency, because when we're in the comfort zone, that's the death zone. And only bad things are going to happen when we stay in the comfort zone too long, unless we intentionally create our lives and intentionally create our relationships that we want to have with our husband or our wife. So it's something we're just doing just this week. It's just a kind of a little mini launch here to give you guys some really powerful resources and fill that gap that we saw that is in the industry, and it's not serving people. It's not serving you. When your counselor, you just kind of drop it, and then, they're not giving you the ongoing support. They're not giving you powerful trainings that, are going to give you solutions to allow you to build from there. It's going to be able to get you that. So I'm rambling now because I'm not feeling very good. So I'm going to go rest, but I wanted to share this with you today. I hope it's been of value to you. Above all, I just want you to know that there is hope for you. And if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling stuck, listen to your inner voice, into that deeper inner quiet part of you that is calling to you on what really matters. and saying that I love this person. And when I made my vows, I meant them. And I want a happy future with them. I want to be cherished. I want to be held. I want to be respected. I want to be safe and cuddling and secure again in my relationship. That is important to me. And I will do what it takes to become the better version of myself so that then I can have that in my life the way that it's meant to be. And as you focus on that, inner quiet part of yourself, you will find clarity and direction. And if you're feeling alone, reach out to the members of this group. Those that have gone through the programs before you, so you can see exactly what's possible for you. All right, awesome. Thank you. You guys have some awesome material. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yes, I'm going to go rest now. So I appreciate you guys. You have a wonderful evening, and I will talk again soon.